What is up, my podcast listeners? This is your host, Rafał Matuszewski, and I'm excited today because I haven't done this car vlog podcast episode thing for a while, and we just had Christmas, and if you're one of those lucky people who is still off, I'm jealous. But what I wanted to talk about today is this interesting concept where, at least to me, where a lot of people find that during the holidays they kind of fall off the wagon in the sense of, eating and fitting in their workouts. They just feel like it's a very, very difficult thing to do. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, I get where you're coming from, but what about the rest of the entire year where you've fallen off the wagon? So I think, and this is going to be like some tough love type of episode, is that if Christmas and the holiday season is the thing that derails you completely, then you're probably not trying hard enough the rest of the year. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect. Like, the 24th and 25th in my family is a very, very important 2 days when it comes to Christmas. And I'm literally like baking, cooking, and then leaving the house by 12 and staying at my family's place. And we kind of call it by like 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. So those 2 days are a complete wash when it comes to getting a workout in or eating on track like I would the rest of the year. But, the few days leading up to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and the days afterwards, I still manage to get a workout in. And when I say manage, it's like 10 to 20 minutes long. And that's it. That's like you putting a batch of cookies into the oven, and while you're waiting for that, I'm fucking kettlebell swinging. And that's essentially what I did. And it's really, really easy to, during that week of Christmas, the week after Christmas, just let everything go. And it's going to be that much harder to get back into the routine of things. And I'm not saying you need to dedicate a full hour. You don't need to make sure you're eating every single vegetable out there, but have something. Have a little bit of something that will go towards your health. Even if it was 5 minutes where you're just moving your joints through the range of motions that they are designed to go into, aka do your cars every day. And when I started going down this thought process is, if every year Christmas and the holiday season is the thing that throws you off completely, and then you go into that mindset as like, oh, you know what, I'm just going to start in the new year, I'll get my motivation back, blah, 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 then most likely the rest of the entire year, you haven't implemented a strong enough hierarchy of fitness and health as being a priority in your life. Because for me, and a lot of people who I guess you can call figured the health and fitness thing out in a sense, is they get that feeling of like, oh shit, I didn't work out today, I need to move. I get to that point where I'm like, I just need to move. And that can just be as easy as I'm gonna go out for a walk for 20 minutes and then that's it. Right? I'm not saying that you need to go, an all or nothing, fucking shirtless workout when you're freaking sweating like shit. It's just moving your body, giving yourself something for your health. So now the bigger question, bigger picture thing is what are you going to do in 2023 to ensure that your influence of consistency throughout the whole year gets you to a point where the next holiday season comes in and you're like, oh shit, like I should probably do something for my health. I should probably move my body. I should probably do this. That's the hugest thing you could accomplish for your health, is at least having the feeling where you have a moment to reflect during the holidays and you're like, shit, I should have like did something today for my health. That's a huge win. Even if you don't do anything and it's like 10 p.m., you're super full, you've baked all day, cooked all day, whatever it is, you've had a couple drinks and you're like, man, like I should have just got something in today that would move my body. That's the thought process and feeling you should have, that you should strive for. Not necessarily even doing it. It's just like if you could work hard enough throughout the entire year that your mindset becomes that, then you are going to do so well in the years upcoming. And it's funny, like that small of a goal is what I look at as success. Would be such a breath of fresh air for a lot of people struggling right now. But at the same time, these are the same people where they're like, why don't I have the body that I want to have? And that's like in their mind is like ready to be on front of a magazine. So it's like a double-edged sword. Is like you need to find obtainable goals, especially in 2023, that are so easily achieved, but they give you a platform in the long run to be successful. And for myself, I remember when I like first started in the fitness industry, like I wouldn't even work out for like 2 weeks during the holidays and just eat cookies and drink. But now it's like, okay, where can I fit in a 10-minute workout? Where can I fit in my cars? Where can I fit in, like, I'm just going to do 100 kettlebell swings. And if you want to really, like, again, this is what I did. If you want a really easy-ish 10-minute workout, is do 10 swings, like kettlebell swings or squats, whatever it is, push-ups. I don't really care. Just choose one exercise. Do 10 reps on the minute. When the next minute starts, do another 10 reps. So if 10 goblet squats takes you 20 seconds, your rest becomes 40 seconds, and then you do the same thing over on the next 10, the next minute, the next minute, the next minute. And in 10 minutes, you've accomplished 100 reps of one exercise. Easy, challenging, and you'll be a little sore. Done. Like that's, like you don't have to work harder than you need to. If you have higher expectations on how you're supposed to look, then yeah, you got to put a little bit more effort. But when it comes to everyday folk that are just trying to improve their health, that's all you really need. Like if the average person that does not exercise did this 100 rep workout where they do 10 reps on the minute, then for 3 days a week, you would be so far beyond the majority of people out there. You would feel better. You would be stronger. You'd have more endurance. Like it's crazy how little you actually have to do to see an improvement in your health. But then it comes to time where people are like, oh, I want more, which is great because when you develop those long-lasting habits, you end up wanting to do more without even thinking about it. But the thing I want to really hammer out is for everyone to start thinking for 2023 what you're going to do throughout the entire year to improve your health, that when the holiday season approaches again for 2023, you don't fall off the rails completely halfway through December and go, you know what, I'm just going to start fresh the first week of January. So really even evaluate this past year. Like, how was January 2022 for you? Then February, then March. Like, what happened in your life that took you off the right path? What went wrong? Where could you have improved just by 1%? Like, imagine if you could improve 2023 each month by 1%. Over a year, that's a 12% increase towards your health. If you know anything about finance or investing, like a 12% return on investment is pretty good. Now imagine if you got 12% return on investment on your body, and you did that every single year for the next 10 years. That is a huge accumulative effect. That's that compound interest that everyone talks about in investing. That's going to be huge. Huge. And when you start understanding how little by little adds up quickly over a span of years, or even half, just in 5 years. Imagine getting better 12% every year for 5 years. Like your whole life would change physically. Like that would be a huge, huge accomplishment. So really reflect back on this year of 2022. Really think about, what am I going to try to do to improve just 1% every single month of 2023, so that when the next holiday season comes around, you're like, you know what? I have 5 minutes. I'm going to do this thing. You know what? I found 10 minutes in between baking. I'm going to do this thing. You know what? I have an hour before I have to go to the next party. I'm going to fit in a 20-minute workout, shower, and then head out. Like, little things like that go a long way. Now, I think I'm going to end it there. Keep this short and sweet so you guys can get along with your day. I just want to thank everyone for supporting me. Another successful year for the podcast, and I'm really excited for 2023. If you guys haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you do that, because the more subscribers I get, the more reach I'm going to have on YouTube. Right now, I think we're sitting at 554 subscribers, which is huge. Almost at that 1,000 mark. Like, that's my goal for 2023, is to hit 1,000 subscribers. So do that up. Add me on Facebook. Add me on Instagram. Share this podcast with your friends and family. And that's it for me. I really hope you guys have an amazing holiday season. Till next time, you guys.